Welcome to Zen's Tea Live. This video is on mindfulness. More people are looking for natural ways to improve their health. And here at Zen's Tea House, we have a series called Live with Less Stress, More Rest, and the Peace of Mind, knowing you are living a healthier life. My name is Fernando. I'm the founder and CEO, and we're putting out these videos every week because we know people are stuck at home and they're trying to improve their health. So let's get started. Mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is one's ability to help balance their mind's emotional state and their rational, logical, I only deal with facts state of mind. Every person understands that when they are emotionally charged, that is, they're reacting to an ugly Facebook post or maybe a news article that they cannot believe, they can be disrupted, and it does affect our health. So we're going to cover the 7 steps to improve your mindfulness. Let's get started. By the way, if you like this, you can let us know. We are live streaming, so if you have any questions or comments, please leave them. I'm leaving a little smiley face right here. Love the likes already getting that on the Facebook, so thank you. So before we get started on mindfulness, we need to understand that our bodies are dependent on our food, on our rest. You cannot start the journey of mindfulness without considering your diet and your sleep. The quality of your sleep will affect your mental health, and the types of food you eat will also play a huge role in your mental health. If you're only eating one time a day, then your mindfulness will surely be difficult to overcome. And if you're not sleeping well enough, well, that too also plays a role. Mindfulness is one's ability to observe how you're feeling, not just physically, but also mentally. Try to relax your body and let your brain become peaceful, calm, the whole Om. You guys ever wonder what Zen is? Zen is the Om. It is the first, it's believed to have been the first sound that brought the universe into existence, that Aum. That's translated to Chinese, to Chen, to Japanese is Zen. So if you ever wonder where the Zens came from, Zen's Tea House, it came from that Aum. It's a very mindfulness practice. So begin with relaxing your mind, doing a full body scan, and understand how you feel. That's number 1. Number 2 is an internal and external observation. We all have an internal state of being, and we have an external. If someone physically is causing us pain, again, I said, if you're not sleeping well and you're not resting well, then it will affect your ability to be mindful of yourself and mindful of others. If anyone has been in an unhealthy relationship, and come on, guys, we just went through 2020. So I know some people have encountered some unhealthy relationships. You know, you can give a sad face if you've seen it in the below. That is an external. That's an external energy. It will affect your emotions. It will affect how you go about your life and even affect your health. But we have to be mindful. What is going on internally may be a reflection of what's going on externally. So if the chaos is on the outside, understand it can affect and will affect your mental health. By the way, we covered this last year, spilling the tea on environmental and social health. So if you want to find more information on that subject, please take a look at our YouTube. All right, that was number 2. Number 2 was internal and external reflection on mindfulness. Number 3 is being aware. A lot of people are not aware of what's going on. Some people claim it to be ignorance. Other people say it's a choice. I want to be avoiding as much stress as possible. And that is a mindfulness choice to begin with. But our ability to reflect on what's going on is paramount to being able to reach a healthy mindset, a healthy state of being. Number 1, you have to check your balance. See where you are. Begin doing an evaluation on how you're feeling. That's number 1. Number 2 is recognizing what's going on internally as well as external. What's going on the outside and what's on the inside. Number 3 is the awareness. Mindful people are aware of what's going on in their body. If you're drinking healthy teas and you recognize, oh, wow, I'm feeling much better, it is a reflection of what's going on internally. And that can only be done by being aware. So, my favorite part, I mentioned relationships earlier, separating oneself. A lot of people have isolated. A lot of people have been doing social distancing. And to some extent, that is a mindful practice. A lot of people who are practicing meditation will often separate themselves. They will keep themselves at a safe distance so they can essentially kind of go onto the mountaintop. Those type of mindfulness practices are essential to improving your health. No matter if you are in love and you feel the camaraderie in a family, being able to separate yourself is a step towards increasing your ability to be mindful. That being said, understand there are power in words. I know a lot of people have become popular, have understood that, well, speak it into the reality. I'm not a big fan of that, but there is some truth. The words that we use are powerful. So when I say that I am extremely unhappy, well, okay, what are you unhappy about? I'm unhappy with how what's going on what's going on in the world. Well, take a mindfulness reflection and understanding that is how you're feeling. Separate your words. How you feel is not as an exact representation of who you are. A person can say, I am upset versus, or as opposed to, I feel upset. That separation is important. Number 6. Or no. I just said number 4. I think I missed. No. Number 5 is breathing. I mentioned last week on breathing. If you didn't take a look, you could look at the YouTube channel and our Facebook page on how to implement a healthy lifestyle with a peace of mind, knowing you are living a healthier life. Breathing, we did an exercise. A lot of people don't know how to breathe well. It's our bodies have a diaphragm. It's a muscle in our internal stomach area. I wish I could. I guess I could get up and show you right here. You breathe. I know I mentioned it before. Just if you want to see an example, you can do it in the last video. But being mindful, practicing healthy living is a requirement on your respiratory health, how you are breathing. Number 6, mindfulness. I mentioned in the beginning, what is mindfulness? It's a person's ability to balance between the chaotic and the let's just do things as a matter of fact. The world will go on, the sun will rise, and people will continue to be people. When people are scared and when people are frightened, they will act like scared and frightened people. That's a logical, rational, as a matter of fact, reality. But a mindfulness person will understand that that's how people act and that's how people are feeling. And so we have to be able to manage a person's emotional state and their rational, logical state. That's mindfulness. People who practice mindfulness have an easier time improving their health. A lot of people are familiar with the placebo effect, where you have a sugar pill and all of a sudden you start feeling better. That is a reflection of a person's emotional state. It's not logical, but they can actually trick themselves into being sick as well as to being healthy. That's the 6th one for mindfulness. I said number 7. Number 7 is the one that everyone's been asking for, is teas. What teas can we be using? And I don't know if that's an actual step for mindfulness, but what we consume, I didn't mention really anything about diet, but to be mindful is what we're consuming, eating, drinking, whether it be abstract toxicity, which is often through the news and ugly. We understand the world we live in. If it's flashy and it's on fire and things go crazy, then people will watch. Well, we need to have that same appreciation on what we consume. So the 2 teas that people use to help balance their mind, it's ashwagandha ashwagandha root. You can look it up, ashwagandha. I'll leave it in the comments below. And St. John's wort. St. John's wort, it's a ancient herb. A lot of people, you can look it up. There will be reviews, and they'll often say that those reviews of St. John's wort, let me look it up. Excuse me. It's always, I'm doing this by myself solo. Take a look, St. John's wort. You could search on Zen's Tea House for ashwagandha. These are Ayurvedic herbs. They are organic. They're natural medicines. You can use these to help with mindfulness. Let's see again. Shout out to Jake talking about holy detox. Detox is that holy detox is an adaptogenic herb as well. Ashwagandha is an adaptogenic herb. Chaga is an adaptogenic herb. These are herbs that people use to help improve their mindfulness. For whatever reason, Facebook didn't let me post that. All right, let me try again. I love this freedom of speech, right, guys? So those are the 7 things. I'm going to post it on this video is going to be available on our YouTube channel. It's going to be on our Facebook. I'm going to chop it up, make it nice and short. The 7 steps for mindfulness. Number 1 is first off, you have to be checking where you are, doing a self-examination. Number 2 is understanding internal and external factors for yourself and others. 3, being aware. A lot of people are not even aware of how they're feeling. When you ask someone, how are you doing today? And they just, oh, I'm doing great. But they actually are not, it's not actually genuine. Sometimes it's not because they're being deceptive and trying to put a nice, happy smile. Sometimes it's because they are not aware of what's going on. Number 4 is the separation. Nothing like going out into the woods, into the mountains and getting away. Even isolating by yourself can be healthy, but that's not just physically, also separating our words, saying there's a difference between I'm feeling sad and I am sad. Mindfulness, be mindful of your words. Number 5 is breathing. Smokers, anyone who smokes, I don't like smoking. I used to be in the Navy. I smoked quite a bit then. Smokers know the importance of breathing. They take smoke breaks all the time, even when it's not ideal. And that's a breathing, not the healthiest breath, but if you can take some breathing exercise, be mindful. Shout out to Jake. Number 6, mindfulness. What is mindfulness? It's balancing your mind, knowing that your emotions are not controlling you, and knowing that we have to understand that our emotions are signs and symbols to show us how we feel. It's not that sexy, but it's reality. Our emotions and our thoughts do not control us. Number 7, the 2 herbs, ashwagandha and St. John's wort. Hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative. If you have any questions, you can email me directly at fernando@zenstea.com. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. We're doing this every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Talk to you guys later. Ending with awareness.